Today, Friday, the 15th day of May, 2020. We want to lay on a table something we come up about with frontline workers them. We then say, then go strike if the government of Sierra Leone not pay them the money. Some people say from the 1st of April, we then receive last, till now, they not receive nothing yet from the government of Sierra Leone. We all don't see the COVID-19 budget where they come out. And we also don't see a lot of donation we don't come inside. But again, you go say, these people from them, the Ministry of Finance, now in they cover as the expense from the government, now in they take care of them. So why now the one can focus by the COVID-19 money where they come in? Only we go get opportunity for talk about. But however, I want to make we start with we update for today. The COVID-19 status update. For Friday, 15th May, 2020. Today, we get 39 new cases. Yes, 39 new cases. From that 39, Freetown get 37. Imagine 39 new cases. From the 39, Freetown get 37. Only 2 extra. And then 2 day, 1 come out from Bond. Bond self don't get 1 new case. Then be still there with them 12, but now they don't get 14. Then we get a new district we come inside this COVID-19 premiership. You know, say the other day I say now be 5 districts left we not get. However, then they don't change. Now only 4 left. We get a new district we don't come inside, we na Moyamba. Remember again, inter-district lockdown is still on. Moyamba don't register their first index case. 2 days ago, we get a new district back. We register themselves their first index case. And we are still on inter-district lockdown. One go on for say, well, maybe I make it slow because of the inter-district lockdown. Maybe if everything be open, maybe for don't rise past so. Let me see the other figures the more we get. Confirmed cases cumulatively from the 31st of March to date. We don't get 447 cases. 447 cases. The one that we in an isolation center now. Isolation center, treatment center, anyone. The one that we did it, we're positive with the virus. Now 323. 323. The one that we don't recover, we're not getting any new recoveries, so we still stand at 97. However, the death, we get 1 new death. We get 1 new death. We don't care the total to 27. The total don't go to 27. The number of people them within a quarantine now 2,240. 2,240. And the one that we don't come out now quarantine now 2,388. 2,388. Let me give by district. Bo 11, Bond 14, Bombali 9, Falaba 2, Kailao 4, Kenema 10, Koinadugu 2, Moyamba 1, the one that we can fresh in, Putloko 8, Tonkolili 4, Western Area Rural 39, Western Area Urban 344. 344 9 Freetown get. Freetown alone 344. The district them will not get it. Pujeun, Kono, Karene, and Cambia. Pujeun, Kono, Karene, and Cambia. Some people in the wonder say, with all where we sit down now, they talk about the porous border way, then that Cambia exists there. But up till now, they still no register, no case it. So maybe we just wondering for nothing, or maybe then they do the right thing over there, or maybe since they don't kind of the spotlights now, then self go and come inside this premiership. But we hope say, then 4 districts here, with 3 then start with K, Cambia, Kayene, and Kono. Now only Pujeun, inside it. Make God, make themselves just keep on that ready. And maybe, if they can promise, then districts them, although now it all it, something will be where a man away, then they say for be done able for help, for promise the district and say anybody we try hard make the virus not reach inside district, it will get certain incentive where the entire people go able for reap from them, from the district. Maybe for be don't help, but then they not happen. And now we see now only 4 left for come inside the premiership, the COVID-19 premiership. We want to talk about the healthcare workers them. Then complain of not being paid and say they not pay them. And they're not glad for that. And what to make this concept na light? Because a document leak. Now I make this kind of light so. So people are asking, say, so what thing they go on? Remember, say, the time of Ebola, we see the same thing happen. The same thing happened the time of Ebola. Then we for don't learn from Ebola and young katakata wake out for we power body business. What thing we learn from Ebola where we come inside Corona with? I don't know if you see an article where Vicky Romo writes about the encounter at the FBC Isolation Center. The videos then they go around for that particular center day. Videos then the way they go around about the people and way they in quarantine, where they complain, say they not get nothing, and the encounter where they then witness with the healthcare workers them. Where the healthcare workers them, they endanger their life them. Because most of them are women them. Then you get the male patients them, COVID-19 patients them, where some even they claim sexual assault and harassment from the patients them to the nurses them. He even talks, say, at one time, one of the positive patients say he go just kiss the nurse, make the nurse get the virus. I remember the other day now, we did try for ask say, if somebody knowingly no say he gets COVID-19, but try for make another person get her, and he no say he don't get her, waiting at the punishment for that. I think some of these things here, if we begin spell them out, even though the nurse system, then they call for waiting and they call for, we get a clip from BBC who will play, make we all get the understanding. But what would they say now? Even then job, some of the patients, they know they make them easy. And I think, say, communication issue there again. Because inside the article, we learn, say, most of the patients, them, if not all of the patients, them, where they na FBC, now they want them where they get the virus, where they say asymptomatic, where they get the virus, but you know they mean nothing to their body because their immune system strong. You know mean nothing to them, and they get any sign, any feeling, anything odd, they know they get her. So now they pack there. And they are there complaining, say, they are, look at me strong, look how healthy. Yes, it's true, but you get the virus. So, Uda na the person, where for go explain to them, make let they understand, say, you get the virus, but you not go show symptom. Because I believe you don't see some of the videos them out there. I believe you don't see it. So, how? How can we get this done? Where the patient's name, the article tells us, say, at one time, one patient go aggressively go get a stone saved, and can they go stone them? This now waiting the healthcare workers, then they go through. This now waiting, then they go through. And it is not even right. Yes, the patient, they are frustrated psychologically and everything. We understand that, but it's not even right because these people are there to help you guys. So how una go they attack the one them where they want for provide service to owner? They say na send them, they send them. They are just like messengers. When they try for from the government side and to una side, then they for make una get the kind of treatment where they feel say they're able to provide for una. I think it will really be good for make una reason with them and understand their plight. It will be good for that. Because I nothing say the healthcare workers then deserve such. After waiting, we learn. So this not too frontal, not to the healthcare workers then no more. You hear from the quarantine homes them. Waiting then they go through. You hear from people them na quarantine have the water na problem. Yes, one go on for say, not to anything new. We all know say water na problem na salon. Then how we want fight against COVID-19? With the number one rule na for waswas. How we want fight against COVID-19 na salon? Where usai we they put them people there, water no didi. Even one of the video for FBC, here where the young lady they talk about the appalling condition, where some of them they claim say they're not even worse because of the kind way the place did it. Some of them even they claim say nobody no go see them, no medication for people that will get other sickness them where the COVID-19 no got added. They need the medications there. They claim say nobody no go see them. So that's why you see them, they get frustrated. But should they direct that to the health workers? I don't think so. I don't think so. They not for direct and to the health workers them because they self now work then they work. Make a car with Usman Toli. Make we see what he gets for it today. Yes, Usman Toli, you get the platform.
Okay, thank you very much, Triple A, and thanks to everybody who come on the program today. As usual, I will start with the statistics and then go down to Omar Fofana interview with BBC. To start with, the numbers are not very good today, as you rightly said. Today we get about 39 new cases, and we get one death, one person died. So the numbers are not very good. And then we go to the western area, urban, where now we major concern. We get about 37 new cases. So this just justify the argument, say, the western rural urban, I think a very serious concern, and that now the epicenter. And the death rates, we're not going to surprise. We don't begin to understand the reasons why the death rate they go up. And as we all know, say, now the sub-region, I'm talking about Guinea, Liberia, Gambia, now we get the highest death rates. Now we get the highest death rates. So this, they make a lot of they begin worry. They begin worry about this. But where I come to Omar Fofana interview, we will begin to look at some of the factors then. Why most likely would they get high death rates? We don't see about 12 districts, as we say, and this is not a concern. Now he only left with 4 districts. This is not a concern. So it means COVID-19 almost don't overcome the country. This, despite of all the intra-district lockdown, this COVID-19 is still the spread in other districts then. So this just confirm Musa Kamara in case study we go make. We go interview. He travel from one district to the other. We help for unhurt some of the security lab system. So despite of all the inter-district lockdown, there is indeed a problem with the movement in the district because today we don't get new case na Moyamba. So this is still worrisome. Okay, let's move on to the main point. We're now the issue with this interview with Omar Fofana. Okay, I will look at the quarantine inmates then. We not say the officials then, from the leak memo, we listen to you, and as well as the interview will take place. We not say them people here, na frontline workers then. They deserve better. They deserve to be paid promptly. Because they said they risk in life, risking, I'm not saying that they're signed for, but at the end of the day, there is a big risk. We all know that. So they deserve to be paid promptly. So there is no excuse where the government will come forward to say, well, because of this, because of that, so we don't pay them people on time. It's totally unacceptable. So the interesting point is, when you listen to the Minister of Finance, the government by extension to the Minister of Finance, look at the reason we give. Look at the reason we give. In say, you want to make sure, where they make them payment here, you do it without no mistake. Yeah? You don't want to waste the money, and you don't want to make double pay. That's not a good excuse. At the end of the day, the Minister of Finance, now the only ministry, or perhaps one of the ministries, will say they get 2 deputies. They get 2 deputy Minister of Finance then. And what are the arguments where they may put forward, where they may talk about the wage bill? Then talk say, due to the complexity and the nature of the job we get, they need 2 deputy finance ministers. So what are they telling us? What are they telling us? You get all them staff ready for make sure, say, you say 1 deputy minister of finance for them in terms of the income side, and the other one go there in terms of the expenditure side. Here is a clear scenario for actually tell we say you justify in terms of the wage bill for the 2 deputies that we come up with. Now you can't tell we say, you don't want, double pay or you don't want to waste the government money. While as the other people in the suffer. These are frontline workers that deserve good pay and timely pay. If they come up, they can't tell me, say, I waste government money. Let me be honest with you. The Minister of Finance, when he talk about performance objectives, then in terms of all the 5 performance objectives, then for able to meet all the 5 performance objectives. Because now a very sensitive ministry, now a ministry were very important. One of the most important ministry in the country. So then for do their job with quality, with speed, flexibility, dependability, and cost effective. All them 5 qualities here, therefore able for performing quality here. So telling us that, come on, from the 1st of April up to this time, then people don't get the salary. And again, they don't get the allowances. Come on, Minister of Finance. So if this memo not be leaked, not for be know about that. You have to be careful. We are fighting an invisible enemy here. And the frontline workers are exceptionally important when it comes to fighting the COVID-19. Yeah? And then the other thing, you look at the contractors then, where they supply water, now the treatment centers as well as the quarantine area. Yeah? Then they don't go for weeks without payment. And we all know the importance of water in terms of lockdown. Then they move from one place to the other, supplying water at the quarantine center, the treatment centers then. They don't go for weeks. And they don't go tell we say money no day. And we don't listen to the Minister of Finance, the excuse we're giving. There's money. There is. But it's just one of those things where, I know they take things seriously. You get the staff. There's no excuse here. The contractors, when they supply water, we know how difficult it is in terms of fighting this common enemy when our COVID-19, our water important. Washing your hands, involve water, So if you come, you say, they pay them people and they suppose they go on strike. It just they make matters worse. That is what we are saying here. Again, don't turn to the people where the quarantine inmates them. Yeah? One of the important factors, I don't know if you will agree with me, is this, and it's critical. I want to argue here, say, one of the reasons why the death rate they go up, not because of lack of more attention to the quarantine people. Because if you listen carefully, they say some of them people even them medicine them for underlying other conditions them. For example, if you get diabetes, it increase your rate at which the severity of the disease. So if you get diabetes, they take you diabetes medication on time. Most of these people then they take medicine on a daily basis. So if that person in a quarantine area already don't get COVID-19, then they get a medicine back on time. If you say it will increase the possibility or the likelihood for that person to develop serious symptoms or serious complications. These are some of the reasons that we will not ignore them. We don't go ignore them factors here. Again, look at then talk about some of the medical facilities then. You know, cleaning, like the cleaning, all these things are important when you talk about fighting COVID-19. The surfaces have to be clean, you know. They say the floors, then sometimes you listen to one of the two senior officers that went and visit FBC. Then confirm them. They say the conditions are appalling. And if the conditions are then quarantine center, then they're not clean, they're appalling, they don't get the cleaning equipment, the cleaning materials, then hygiene materials, then, such as sanitizers and other things, you know, they make matters worse. So we're not surprised. Even inside the quarantine center, there is no hygiene. This is why the situation get out of control. And until the one way we call government, they understand these issues, I think it will be a difficult fight. That is what I'm saying here. Yeah? So now to crown it all, it's a difficult fight. We all don't talk here. This disease for Africa overall is a difficult one. Because if you think about it, you know, if you listen to the reporter, it talks says Salon not the only country where people are in quarantine. Actually, they demonstrate or riot, you know, short of, you know, you call countries like Nigeria. You talk about Kenya. You talk about Botswana. All them places, yeah. You know, you talk say, you know, people when they go on strike, the inmates them, and then quarantine center, and then they go on strike. And some people even threaten for one of them place then they. So that just shows you, you know, this is an extremely difficult situation for Africa. It's an extremely difficult situation for Africa. We have to be honest here. Not only in Sierra Leone, but it's an extremely difficult situation for the entire Africa. Because evidence don't prove beyond all reasonable doubts all the economic conditions that the country in Africa are not favorable. Countries that will still struggle with the basic human needs. This is why the fight against COVID-19 in Africa is tough. Basic human needs, food, water. You know, then they're going to bring the sick camp for we back. You know? Why make if we say some of the principles them, we're not able to uphold them? Because of the difficult situation. Difficult. Think about the principle of social distancing. It's difficult. This is why, for conclude, to give other people a chance, I think say the Western area is quite sensitive. Very, very sensitive. Sensitive in the fact that me, to a very large extent, I believe, say, if they're able bring some policies then, I mean the policy makers then, such as the one we've been talking about yesterday, the Freetown City Council, the measures they wouldn't come with. Let them be robust. Let them monitor their policies here. Make sure, see, they are enforced. And then come with other policies then, where they will use for able to control the epicenter then. Because to be honest with you, you know, not any fight today. Not any COVID fight today. If we're able to control it, and if you think about that, I think it's, I'm not sure about it. I think it's 1.2 million people and then live in the city there. So if we're able to fight, and I did the congestion thing, to be honest with you, I'm not so upline, it can congest, but the rate at which the congestion will be see people and congest na the city, and obviously we will see na the provinces then. So the main fight in Africa. And when you look at the report, you know, most of the infection they come up from Freetown, it will go to the area then. It's like exported from Freetown to the provinces. So the main fight, now Freetown. So I will stop here. Now give chance to other people. And thank you very much, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Usman Toli. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's Nabi Usman Toli. Make we count Aisatu Kake Jalo. Yes, Aisatu, you get a platform.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope everybody did do well, and I hope today again, this week back and forth with how we feel anxiety-wise. Yesterday was a little bit better, and today, oh God, I don't know where to start with, but anyhow, we still therefore address the issue here. This person we lost in life, and along with the others, we want to start by saying, with condolences, then they go to the family and to everybody else. And also, I want to say with this number of cases, we'll get at the country 447 and 39 new cases. It's a continuous scary one as we get them. In this not Freetown, it happened. The most place suicide is whole thing there right now in Freetown, as we know at the epicenter. For me, I feel that 3-day lockdown will all be talked last day, it not be enough. And the factors where they not be able for going to like 14 days lockdown when at the incubation period for really see how best they can stop stop this chain of transmission, because we know say we country not got a problem for that, light and some of the basic things that we would need that kind of prevent we from going to that full 14 days or 3 weeks lockdown. But I think this is not a time really they need for consider this as one of the next strategy, because to tell you the truth, this sickness they in all communities. They just need to test. They will see them, and the number is going to keep rising. But I think the government need for now think about this 14 days lockdown, put measures in place where they say it will help citizens then for take care of themselves within that time period, provide the basic needs and necessity for them, because that's very important. And then when they talk about Cambia, saying, okay, no case, that baffles me a little bit, because when they talk about Cambia with Guinea will get so many cases there, and we know say people when they come out Guinea, then they cannot Freetown, because if we all look and ask around, we know say somebody don't enter a Freetown from Guinea, whichever wings it was, but not good thing. If they not get case, we thankful for that. If they get case, I think let them test, let them really try to be transparent in that light. So what thing I did really say to we people them in terms of COVID-19, this sickness, you already don't enter a salon. They worry we all, I think say we all for take on serious. If would have not been taken serious, this is not the time for like take on serious. And to tell you the truth, I feel say sometimes where measures then don't come in place, strategies them would get some people there where they feel say, oh, it not go work. They already don't give you a failing score, even before even the measures then they take place, which happened like yesterday from some callers them. I feel say not to so we for the think, we for be optimistic, we for really the hope for the betterness or the betterment or the improvement of that nation. They, like for the even they feel say, this shouldn't have happened. Giving your thoughts is nice, but you have to be hopeful. You have to be positive. Thinking the negative is already telling you that's where you're going to end up with. If you think positive, you will see positive results. When you think negative, in many cases, not negative, now you end up with. So, for the one that we feel say, go work because we people are not going to listen and this, that. No. Waiting different from we own country with any other country, even this overseas, not the same human beings than they where they say then they follow instructions, where then go, where the government say you for follow instruction. If you do another country, why you feel say we people are not for doing? No matter how, they for say they not go school and things like that, things they change. Even if they not go school, things then they change, people then they change over time, and they will begin listening. I think we'll just continue for the preach the good side of the whole thing and hope for the better. We come to COVID-19. Now I'm going to nursing. Nursing, the one thing I get question for ask, because before the nurse, they say it is strike. Now ask himself, what you not be in contract with the government? That is very important. If they get union, now the country, whether they work for government hospital, they get union contract. Technically, people that work for the government don't strike, because I work for the city. So we're not allowed to strike. We can protest we assignment. We can protest the conditions that we're under, and then get we union representative them, and then they go back to the bargaining board, the bench, and talk about all the logistics and the things that we need. So that's not one thing we get for look into here. When you notice and they say they want strike. But if they're not getting union, they're not getting contract then with the government, then a different story. If they're now possible to work for private, then they can strike. But anybody who they work for, like whether not federal, state, or city, those people don't strike, right? So, and then that's not just about the strike. The next thing is nurses spend more time with the patient than the physician, than any other healthcare personnel. So that's not one thing we government need to understand. See, the nurses then deserve better pay. They deserve hazard pay in this COVID-19, right? We self-waiting at the state here, even though they're not begin pay the hazard pay, but they put a code for when they register. So after all this, they go for pay everybody will work during the COVID-19. So that's not one thing they need for assure the nurses and say, yes, we know they pay on our boku, but because we have the sacrifice on our lives, on our time, on our family, and bring risk to our loved ones, then, not forget some form of hazard pay. Some of the last time also we talk about when some nurses and say they're not even get a PIN code, which is disappointing. You don't finish school, you don't begin work, you provide care to the patient. Care where they say nobody else not able to provide them for the patient but the nurse. For say you don't get salary with that, it's sad to see. And then going to, the people that where they try for knowingly, infect another person and abuse the nurses. That's bad. And I think there has to be laws in place that can take care of that. Why they say so? Why come into the nursing profession? When I started, 2007, I was a new grad, from a community college, and then we didn't have nothing like that about, there's laws, if patients slap you or throw something by yourself or curse you, they do nothing. You just continue and accept the situation and then just hope, say, they not do something else to you. Right? So, but then as years go on with which happened not long ago, about 5 years, then put a law in place. If any patient abuse the nurse, you go jail. Okay, so they don't put that law in place. Now, New York State. So since then, it changed a lot of things. How patients and they behave, and how their family members and they behave to nurses. So then the other patients and they, when they do this thing, for go and spread the disease to somebody else, where they know they can get the disease or the virus, they need to have a psychological evaluation. Because anybody there within right senses, you know to do that thing. It's just like somebody will get HIV, where you know, so you get HIV, you go spread it to this next person, knowing that you could protect yourself and protect the other person and try to control the virus or put the viral load under control, but no, you feel safe or go spread them. So people go to jail for things like that, and they should be fined for things like that. And also, I want to say the home care nurse, person where you go now the community for work with the people there. We're similar to that FBC, isolation center. Then they're at higher risk. Because usually where people and they work now, so now the home setting, then usually the company can provide them with some form of transportation, but the people that when they decide to go on their own, then they advise them, say, not dress too fancy. Don't drive too fancy car, and try to park a little bit closer. In a sense, if something happens, you go run, you go to your car so that they don't go hurt you. And if you go to a patient in room, if you say first day, problem day, you need for left the place. So then getting measures are in place. Unfortunately, I don't know how best, the education system when it comes to nursing education, they go around, how you educate them, people they ask you, you know what, if you say you're at danger, you're at risk for anything, you just find a way, how for, accommodate and, protect yourself. Because you want to take care of people, but at the same time, you don't want to die in the process of doing that. Because if you die, then nobody knows if for take care of the other 4, 5, 6 patients, then wouldn't be don't assigned to you. Recently they get people that want to come on other states for kind of actually New York when at the epicenter, at the United States, for that can help with the workload. Now New York. So you see, if the nurse they get 7 patients, now then they get about 5 patients. Then they try for lessen their load, say, you know what, they spend so much time with the patient so that, they not feel too overwhelmed. People that want to work at the intensive care unit, they can get a maximum of 2 patients. And now we don't get many nurses, we don't come on other states when they pay down it extra just for be here, and also some of them whether at the military, the nurses then can only try to focus on one patient, because when you're at the intensive care, you require a frequent monitoring, which is like every hour you deal with the patient, you monitor, not only the vital signs, but how the condition they go. Some of them when they die, which I want to talk about that. So many other things that can happen, whether they're on the mechanical ventilator or some kind of respiratory support. Then they're at risk for coagulation, hypercoagulation, meaning the blood they become so thick in a sense they put them at risk for blood clot. So recently, when they do blood tests, for the patient that the D-dimer, when they tell we say, this person is at risk for blood clotting because they're not going to do any CT angiogram, where they also tell you what thing they go on, the level can be high. So working in hematology, even like today, we get so many referrals there when a COVID-related referral because of their D-dimers were above 500. So with them patients, and they put them on a blood thinner, where then they take while landing at the hospital, as well as when they discharge them. So that could be some of the factors. And if not, then older people them, and they assume, say, if they get high blood pressure, some heart condition, it really put them at risk for things like that. So if somebody get a blood clot, it come out from the leg, then it travels now you lung, it cause a blockage, which can cause complications. And many people then with pulmonary embolism, not can survive them. So now that no more I still say I want to touch on, but we'll talk about self-isolation. We say we conditions in a salon or Africa in general is good enough for, let's say, to a patient. They don't test you today. You wait for your results. We want to do home quarantine, then say then they follow the laws and because they get everything at their house. So it makes it difficult, and even now when the government they try to pay for isolation centers, whether at hotels or whichever way, it is very difficult, because the place there not conducive enough for the people there. You tell somebody, say, left your house, go yonder, but the place society in dirty, they need to clean them, they need to even give you what you feel say you can able to afford for yourself. And that's very sad and disappointing. I think the government needs to try here and help. And I just want to talk to the healthcare workers, them say, una patient, which in a sacrifice una don't make, una just voice una opinion, because this time we don't let them walk away from the care when they provide to them. Because if they do that, the whole thing therefore be very scary. And Usman Toli mentioned, say, because the people they complain. I want to agree with that statement. Say, if somebody get diabetes, that they for checking finger stick, meaning in blood sugar, as ordered by the physician, then you don't know what's in blood sugar the whole day. That person they can go into a complication, where the sugar will continue to go up, and it give, give medication, or whether or not the pills or insulin and things like that. and sometimes patients need that extra attention. So if you know they treat the patient the right way, then you don't put them at high risk for fall into complications and eventually not death. So that could be factors too. So really, I just want to beg the nurses there, for the country state, for people and state, on our patients, and we pray, say, like the government back look into this, the finance minister, do you pay the nurses them? They not get paid enough, they deserve better than that. Yeah, so they, we get philanthropies there where they come, then they give we gifts every day. Okay? Then they give we meals every day. The nurses, them, people in that country will get something, money or whatnot. Do I want to go and support the nurses, them? Thank you very much. I just want to say, salon for better and salon for succeed. We get to continue for the voice this and we pray for that. That's my hashtag today. Salon for succeed and salon for better. Thank you very much, AAA.
All right, thank you very much, Aissatou. Thank you. Make a call with Usfriend. Yes, Usfriend, you get a platform. Waiting na your contribution today.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And surely salon will better for just what it sounds like, as to say. Leone take for today. I just want to continue for. I like the talk way as it will be the talk. I just think I'm from there now. That area where I've been asked of them all these days, but there's still no one for answer. As I say, I suspect say now the reason this why people presently they die in big numbers in Sierra Leone. When you look at the people that they die, don't ask them. Now the people that we don't test on a primary or now the secondary or now people that we don't admit in hospital normal time. They when these sick don't come, they don't quarantine and people and isolate them inside the hospital. They don't place there like 34, Connaught, and other places them. Then we don't come out, they mix together with some of the people that when they come because or they don't become infected while they be in the environment, then they show signs and symptoms when they're at the hospital. Then because of poor nursing or areas then wouldn't lack because of the tension where they go, the workload will go, we will say, even though they're supposed to be able to work with that one day, now they die so. Because there are guidelines, even when this year can begin, the areas that they highlight all areas in the whole world. WHO do them, other people in the do them, and then them for no, because they get medical practitioners. Because when you take like people that we get hypertension, because we get a lot of them in Sierra Leone, who have been applied for note today. We get a lot of diabetic cases that will be don't come up, we not been even know years back. So those cases they then get in at the hospital. When you look at like let's take for example now, like people that will get hypertension. If you get hypertension now, then you get a certain treatment when they give them, depending on the type of hypertension you get. Then get what they call ACE, one of the angiotensin converting enzyme, one of inhibitor. Then they get the other one of the ARB, depending on the nature, one of the angiotensin receptor blockers. That now something they one receptors within the heart, how the heart they work, how they pump, If they pump fast, then get the way and they give the medicine. If they pump slow, if not like you get low pressure, then get the and they give all those factors. But they find out, say, then particular treatment they are, then they look person for let it become very susceptible. That means it easily forget the sick. Just like when they put magnets near metal, you see the magnet, it draw the metal straight away. If not to material one a magnetic one, they draw. So in the same way, the viral agents would this COVID virus here take to even the SARS, another corona family of the COVID. Intercept get the tendency. So when you find treatment there, then they either try to take you out of the area or try to isolate you on your own, wherein get this virus, then they will continue the treatment. But if you then at the environment or a setting wherein you most likely vulnerable for get this sick, then they try to minimize the intake of the medicine there. Then for the heart problem there now. So it's possible to see them people are there, they don't take the medicine, they give them, so no, if not, they get at the hospital, they ask them, then they give them this treatment, and if you get this treatment, you get an environmental COVID, you get the receptor, it's very liable, the first person will catch and likely, and it drop you easily and kill you. Then at the factor that one let them go try consider. You come back to diabetic patient demo, now the same thing. Even the time can I send we email at the whole hospital say, let them suspend them for some time. But at some time come now, then reverse again for try give them the medication in a form where it will affect them. So I want to let them try note this very well. Some of the deaths that they have right now are not the things that the people where they come, so no more, where they know the cage for them, tracking here and tracing of people where they see in secondary or primary contact, or try bring them or can quarantine, and then later we test them for if they're positive, then later we discharge them not positive. Now that one they just suspect slightly say now in the occur for now when the death then they go to 27. Then one note. The other area I want to address regarding this chloroquine issue, where at least some people are still the air and the media. People don't talk on this we forum here many times. I just want to clear for say let the people when they say don't use chloroquine, when they use them years back, will not they die. Waiting, I want to let people understand about chloroquine. Yes, it's true in some point. Say people are not they use them for years as alone, they not they die before they stop them. But when you see them as the savvy people, they look pink. They say, no, we stop the use of chloroquine for treat malaria. Then they use them for anti-inflammatory now over people that will not get malaria. For them go treat them. Now, reason why. When you look at the trend of sickness, then there was a years they now do it come, will not be get hepatitis, boku na salon, and liver problems not be non boku. But when you look at from just years back, before they stopped the chloroquine use na salon, we don't get a lot of liver cases then. Why? Because when you take chloroquine, it affects your optic nerve. I only hope people know about chloroquine because they know say when they drink as on the crash. So man, when you drink, they say when we are heavy so. When that way they say heavy, now your optic nerves they are mock so. So if your system not able, it damage you, they get blindness gradually. Then the liver, if they see some man they vomit. Okay. The reason why the malaria when they attack you now the system. When the chloroquine they go hit them, it reverse, go back na the liver, they go hide back. It go reinforce. Now you don't camp that one day. Then the plasmodium, the germs what they cause the malaria. Then during that first day between the chloroquine and the plasmodium where they hide, that period, the one small tube day between the liver where they can empty inside you got. They call a hepatic vein. That hepatic vein, then they transmit something between your liver and your gut. So that day the damage they occur. Say they begin to make it swell. So all that one day, they don't look say, now we left for use chloroquine. So not for say people are not in the well, they mean the well, but the battle between all these things they go on, then the indications then higher past the good part of it. Now they stop them. So I don't want to let with encourage people and say we don't use chloroquine, They don't use them, but after a while, now in that tear can crop up. Then I just the other issue I just want to address. Then regarding the strike of the law system, which I support ISO 2, because I mean a real example now, during that civil war, they even take to Harold wouldn't choose so for be one of the spokesman. Now Friday they see anytime now in the first candidate. Why? At least that habit they don't get. Now the only man as he says if they come during that civil war, now people they struggle for can work. Now me him without that guy with fear of the land about 7 put the few volunteers. Now we they did at the hospital no more for can work. Whatever they give incentive, but after a while now medicines and frontier. That now is talking of food with small things. But for them they pay, we know why we they go they will volunteer because we left the country. And we have been in a power. At Jankaba, I don't go say because Jankaba, not to politics or man they say they talk about politics. No, not for the love of the work. Not for the love of the work. So I want no more for encourage the nurses and there again. I not say situations are wrong and bad. They need food, they go need this, then they do need anything there. But again, let them look, say the reward is always there. Let them go walk. Just like Flores Nightingale. During the time of when you walk. Like the recycles, they give them property them. Let them work. I believe say government will soon hear them voices them. On the other side of the government again, they're supposed to work harder because Usman Toy don't talk, say if there is a division where they don't put up to 3 man there, 1 head man and 2 sub-head man there, let them go able for fast track this year. Then they will get excuse. They excuse them Boku. And the other area where they suspect again, they not just one for Siam. To be candid, I feel say Solomon Jamiru is a very, very hard-working guy. It's just like somebody, the shadow between Solomon Jamiru and the other areas they own at the ministry. But ain't not go say him because obviously, and I work with the work in politics, they ask and media, I get for say fine about everything. But that is what, because look at the time when they ask about this medicine here. You know, go dead, you know, go tell me, say, you know, Sabi. But why you not Sabi, you know, go lie? Because nobody not tell her, they don't go bring medicine, they not tell her. He's supposed to be part of those panels. But that now just few issues, you know, why they try for race, now because this problem would happen at Salon, with the thing and the go up. The only good thing is that when they do proper tests and more tests, that I will assure somebody, proper testing and more testing. Then they make, then they even detect say more deaths than they occur because some other country person die, they know they go try put away. They know I know if na COVID kill them or not. But alone they do that side day. But let them try get a teamwork because the body says that the mortal mind body they get the head, you get the foot, you get all the organs then. When they all they work together and they make you as mortal man. And that one day I me own take and let them go they look say the government they try then work together with one team to another. You when you fingernail the act, not to because of the fingernail, I fingernail don't act, and they make you know they sleep all night. That takes the not to the whole body, as the act, now so the whole body they act. So likewise, now so all the areas they get for try and team up. You see, let them try for the goal, yeah, then go meet right and they meet, tell them say, now this una get for do. Not for say what you think happy well body now you big and gallant so. Now so I don't see big and gallant people there. They admit. And look where your president now, Boris Johnson. Where first tell and say go test, he say ain't no the test. Now later now they sick him, but he was healthy, fit, and bodily fit. You know, anybody not done it. Now later now he come back small, he lost a little bit. So I don't want to let people let they go the idea see because I well, I the worker, I really feel them, or I may do this. It will drop you in any minute. Exactly when the thing don't really severe. Now me own take and let God continue for help we. Salon go surely better. And we will surely move before. As anybody they teach somebody, like I just say your slogan, later one day, each one teach one, so that the other one will teach the other, and so the education is spread. Because education is a systematic process, not a revolution, a systematic. And so they learn every day. Thank you very much for giving me the platform, and let God continue to bless we all. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Usman. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
The phone line don't open, but I just want to address few things them way I see na Facebook, na the comment section. If now you first send this for Kamia, I go encourage you for make you just relax, see how they do things now, then you can join the conversation. Because however, I see a lot of people, they comment on political grounds and on political lines. This platform, not there for Dandy. We're not there for propagate nobody in political issues or in political party. But we're there for talk about the things them we're going to make a better Sierra Leone tomorrow. So please, I want to make we just stay focused on waiting with the deal with and forget about party. Waiting party don't do. Waiting party really don't do for Sierra Leone. I pledge my love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone, not to my party. But I just want to encourage you. Don't stay to topic and the political this against this. That's not why we're here. We're there for deal with this issue where they make with brother and sister them, where they put in them work. They're not able to forget, waiting them forget. And the people them waiting at quarantine, not get waiting for able airplane for making commodity safe. That's what we're talking about. It's not about this particular party. No. The phone lines them open now. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Yes, I'm need to talk to.
Yes, sir.
Okay. First, the thing I want to address is now one statement where you make, where you say people can say the water problem not today start, which is true. So because not today start, I'm not saying you now. I'm just saying the one what they say so. because not today starts, so they never do any effort, making the effort for correct them. Even if not small step that they try, they could just say, oh, like you said, not today starts, so we'll just pay attention to that. That's wrong. We all know not today start, but then for that they put small effort power. They do small until they reach their goal. The other thing is we have to address is this notion where I can hear it all the time. People they try to compare cities in Europe and America to what they happen at Salon. What they happen at then cities then they get no bearing at all, no bearing as to what they happen at Salon concerning the COVID-19. Those cities then they get system in place, even though some of them come led to the dance, but they get system, they get structure, they get resources when they pump into the system. What are we supposed to focus on? Now for use the small resources so we get and see how best we can try to help our people there and look at the other African countries then within our areas and then that get the same demographics, waiting they go to how they help and they use their own small resources for helping people there. Comparing us to those cities then in Europe and America has no bearing, nothing whatsoever for do with what happening in Salon. Two different issues. These people, we know they even compare their model for condition and Salon because we don't get the resources. So I don't see why people will always say, what is happening here, what is happening here, what is happening yonder. It doesn't make any sense to me, and therefore leave that attitude, and those who try for a monster, which we get, and put in a vision to the best of our ability for help the country. Because nobody knows the vaccines what they have. The only time we need their help is they come out with vaccine. But as of now, we have to do it on our own, and the only who can do it, and for monster, where can we get? And as far as the nurses are concerned, I feel bad for them where the people them say them they try to attack them. But you don't go take somebody, go put them on a place 3, 4 days, 5 days a week, you feed them. And I don't see the reason why they pay the nurses them. They get COVID-19 funds. What's in the hold up? It's all this money. It's all this 7.5 what they get from World Bank. What is the money that they do? I thought it was supposed to be for the COVID-19. Why they can't put those money then into the COVID-19? Why don't they hold the people in salary and when they are frontline people then? Now the first they create problems for them. They all the things and they try for escalators of control. People they begin blame the people then. What they blame the people there for? The people they sacrifice their life too. They leave their family with their oaths. You don't know if you will contract COVID-19 when you go on the front line. So they need to go all out and compensate the people for the work that they do, for the very good work that they do. That's my contribution, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who you call from?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, are you there live on air? Your name and who you call from?
Yeah, me now, Lucien Caesar, they call from London.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah. This problem we the frontline workers and the work in that country, they know they get paid. This is sad. Very, very sad. How people that they go risk their lives them for save other lives them, we they know they get paid. It's very, very sad. Then country right now, then country who they na health workers they make money. Nobody no get bad out for them. We would every Thursday would they clap for them because of the work what they do. They risk their life them. Every Thursday acts na England every Thursday would they clap for them. For the work what they do for save other people them. Hey government. Salon people and all deserve this way. Don't pass that. And me, I want to use this forum for talk to the president personally. Mr. President, you are the fountain of honor. I want from this message where they talk to now, Mr. President, go they come out and go they talk to we every week If for the count every time, now how would they see every time, every day, prime ministers, ministers, president, every day they did on television, they address the people them. Uno say salon tinsanga, money no day. But if you smart for come to people them, tell them say, hey, me people them money no day. This thing they do follow all save one life. People then go understand. Uno say money no day salon tinsanga. But the effort where you, the president, go make people them, they have them calm down, then go see to you. You know, wait till tomorrow, wait till don't come and come now. No, it will be very too late. This is not good. You get for be smart enough, Mr. President, Your Excellency. Come out to the people them. In fact, tell them, say money no day. This thing we don't try no more, but money no day. We don't try, we would not help, we are no help for let this thing low able to defeat them. Money no day. Come out to the people plain. But you just say, don't know more, you what's na information minister, COVID-19 team, now they know more they talk to people, them. This is not good. Mr. President, Your Excellency, I'm begging you, please. Please. Now that no more, sir. Now that no more.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you live on your name and where you call from?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Jessica from Tennessee. I just want to thank you, Mr. Triple A, Sakuruka Kejalo, giving good advice, and really thank you now. The point of view today is it's really sad how the COVID-19 is rising in Sierra Leone, the death is rising. You know, it's really sad. But sometimes when you talk about, when somebody talk, he call the government. When you call government, people think that it's pointing to Mother View. A government is a governor, body of nation, state or community. That's what they mean by government. It does not mean that the leader with a point of leader. If then people they're not send something for do differently for control this COVID-19, it get for be a pain at the neck for us, we Sierra Leone. Whatever you do, you are European, not them, because if you people then they suffer, you again I know they sleep, they think. This pandemic, if the president they listen very carefully, this is an easy way for them for we able to control Sierra Leone. I'm not happy because of the COVID-19 come, but if you able play a good political role to make it control the nation, it's going to be very easy. How? When you go lock person down, lock out with padlock. Not lock I put stick behind them. That person they keep that stick they come on and do. And not talk about the people who they say if you deny, if you're not to government they feed you, or if you're not to government, how they do it, they die. Some people they lock we down. I mean not work for 3 weeks, I get paid for 3 weeks, and I get $1,200 from the government free. We differently, what would they talk? Now let the government listen to we. You know, they talk politically, oh, I did on this party. Me not to party. I know one day from when you my bonus, I know one day voting as alone. I know they for no particular party. But beginning from the government, the president, the minister, the tradition, whosoever, and Sierra Leone picking the word they talk so no one together for love bet this let no come to another tragic way. Let no come to another political tragic. The number always rising, every day rising. They lock for 2 weeks, the number is rising. They don't lock for 2 weeks, the number is rising. They don't think we Sierra Leone, I think say that 2 weeks lockdown or that 1 month lockdown go make the number. There's no number report. If you not they go make we get collapse, go make the country shame. Make them lock for 3 months. It could be very, very, very fine for we and the one the way they back there. But if this will not send away, you on na civil servants, you na love Sierra Leone picking. Now we na bring what they call together. How many thousands of marks what we na distribute in that country? So no get picking there. So no get educated people there. So no get civil servants after part of the government. This, if we left unto the government, I'm no more. We not call mother the name, but some people then they when you call the government, would they mother, we not call the government. But you they listen to me. If you not good supporter of Mother Biobia, no bring you hand together, no fet this thing. Bring another program through a one way to contribute. All my when they talking at this program, no way to contribute, no way to help that man over there. Now brother, now president, now papa, now man. No, help them. This contribution, when they say government, they don't think out of government. Government is a body of nation, state or community. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Sophie. Thank you. Yes, caller, you live on your name and who side call from?
Hello, Triple A. Mina Sequence.
Yes, Sequence, you get 3 minutes, sir.
And may God bless you for this program. And first and foremost, I want we they listen this program, make we know see this particular channel. Like within this man they bring to we so nothing way they get from Sierra Leone. You understand? Some of you they comment and call and make we pull party and politics for this thing. You understand? Like me, I feel shocked when I listen a voice from Umaru Fofana now. See the doctor and the patients then this now the complaints then. You understand? But for which they talk to the doctor, they no more. Now they right for demonstrate for the what's not the own, but this not the wrong time. At the same time, they talk to the government. We know because at the list you program several times, money day na the kofa for this corona. Money day. Because he's sick, like I talk, with the Ministry of Finance and they pay the health workers. But where corona be, where Ebola be, then get what they call a risk fund. What things saying they give a risk allowance for they give the one that for they get that money. Because look like the last clip you showed the last week or this week, where pensioners they win veterans they we don't wound there, then they go for their money. And more forgetting that people who don't give their life, just like the Dr. Yabak, who don't fight for country. Some of them because they don't disabled through the war, they don't become this kind of way. Now government no give them the money. So if the doctor then they see them can't tell they happen to the opposite workers here. Hey, we know they take this front line of work right now. If things happen to we, and we call and they call and comment, no, say then doctor and nurses there, they get families there. They get families there. Then they risk their life, then they risk their family their life. So we think say we government for talk to government, not to politics this. When we talk to government, these are the last people I think say it for joke with, but this particular federal paper so. Not to APC, not to SFPP. Where they talk here particularly for people loading a salon. Because if they make any mistake with the doctors and the nurses, then trust to people their life they are stake. Just like we would get to war, when a gun with the Fed, now what soldier they will depend for defend we. This particular sequel they pass through. Government now inputs no more in financial input of need for, but the people loading at the front line are the nurses and the doctors. So if then they go on strike, do you with the big them, may not go on strike now. At the same time, use the opportunity, government stakeholder role in listing this program, do. On more look to waiting and people that don't talk for saving by to APC, but use person they can talk on a BBC, na BBC, and then talk this thing now. Do you may God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sequence. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Hello, Triple A.
Yes, you live on air. Your name?
Name Desmond.
Yes, Desmond, you get 3 minutes. Waiting on your contribution.
Well, my contribution, I just want to tell you thank you and also appreciate you team as well for what they do. But if you look within the happen presently in our country, very pathetic. You know, if we can go back, let me look at when this thing starts na the wall. And when Salon gets in act together for prepare for this thing, where they reach with people and so. It's so bad for the year, we say quarantine centers them. Let we forget first but the nurses that we want for strike. But it's so bad for the year, we say quarantine centers them. then they fight for basic things and we then quarantine place and they for don't get. Or even structures the way government for don't put in place. Long time, because everybody be knows this thing, no matter what happen, you get for reach Salone, you get for reach every country in the whole world. So countries will be noting and they do, they be know they prepare. If China build hospital within 10 days for people there, what about we on a Salone we will put tent or tarpaulin, we go safe for protect people than life where the sick come. You know, now but within me the seat and this whole while where we get now we counting a talk. People they talk more than waiting than they do for we people them back home. When Umaru Fofana report what waiting happen Kenemara Amadia school, where they go put bench, then put mattress they say, na bad name you want give to the government. But now when the nurses them and with waiting they happen at FBC, where Vicky Romo go see them, we don't come out now, the people don't begin understand. So not to lie, Umaru be the lie. Now the truth he be say. But people they fail for come out, even the president as a whole. From where he take power, not to say people they cry down. You know, they even take the people and say these are people where he believe big try they say want power. If they go to Kukriba for them, at our base, they go engage people, then radio, television. But now it get less time for even engage the people on waiting the board that the people then at the country. So it's very pathetic. We just the hope no more say with people the way we they educate, the messages the way they send to them for tell them say this sick is serious. Let people not play with and then go listen and then try to protect themselves. But government itself, in the fight against this sick, they don't fail people. They don't fail the nation. I just hope say no more them will put their act them together before it gets too late for the country. Now this Bill Gates they say if this thing reach Africa, nations then will get weak system go suffer past people then we get better system. And this now don't begin show out so in our country. How you go quarantine people in our FBC? For some we country they will build proper quarantine places then we ideal for letting people and they live there. This is very pathetic. I hope say you do your best for let we all contribute, we voice them, and let we put government on in foot for do the right things then. But I'm telling you, sometimes I not even sleep when I think about my country. Because I see every day we are going down. Forget about the political skirmish and this and that where they are around. But this COVID-19, we approach towards them is very, very poor. Some months ago, when they say, we don't glad here, the past everything they in control. Everything is control. Let me see her now. Let me see her. But it's not showing. Nothing is add up to it and they tell people. Nothing is add up. Look, Vicky, not only do a very good job, so go make GoFund page. They contact people, then they buy hospital beds. Some time ago, they say an organization or Chinese people then go donate how many beds then to First Lady or waiting. Inside then can go down hospital beds then we now hospitals and they strain for beds then. You know, brother, we know what all things will blow in mind, but sometimes it's pathetic for we nation they suffer this kind of way they suffer. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Yes, caller, I live on air. You name and who call from?
Rabi Najalo, I come from Germany.
Yes, Jalo, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, your contribution is concerning the Freetown. The laggard business concerning this COVID-19 at Freetown ED. From Freetown to go Waterloo, to go there Tombo. You understand? Because I watch one blog where they show how people they don't even use masks. They do their normal business in them Wellington, then Waterloo, go inside and they go down west, even the city. Somebody they talk with canals so when are you friend and Freetown, you tell say Sunday sick is real. You understand? It says about left me was it's not just chap no more the sick no the saloon. And see how the masks they got people they die and people they still cases they still they come up. You understand? And what people they forget is the life important. Your life it matter. If you know their life, you know they exist. You understand? And two, while the government pass one law and Freetown that country you for use marks by force. You getamo, you not get amo. You for use marks by force. Just like Queen Ayaso. before they use any transport in this country, so you forget marks. For your life, government don't put on and say, yes, you for use marks. If you don't use marks, you they pay €150 when they catch you. And the driver, they communicate direct with the police them. You understand? And while the government pass that law, they that country. And two way people them think happen at way policeman can knock. May not say they are not like police there, one. But where policeman they knock civilian, everybody can talk, the policeman get right, this, that. Then there's here, so last week Saturday, now Nürnberg, now we second city, the police, the woman, the not so police woman, the civilian woman, it just cost the police, FU police, now 2 police and for one woman and a woman, good one. Nobody arrest and can go. But if that's happen, everybody can on social media, they begin to make noise or make videos send them. What you get for expect yourself and you expect the police. When government tell you say, do this, do enough for your life because in no pass you make your votes are in to make you survive. But we border in us alone. When you tell you party, maybe I tell me party yesterday, I say, Sam, be careful. This COVID-19, it didn't have salon. Say, we left people, Sam. That's also chap and the panel. So they sick in the salon. Every man that went in European, they telling people, they say, the sick in a salon. Some of my friends, they tell them people, they say, the sick in a salon. And when you're in a European, so they abide to the law within a Europe. Africa, you tell young people, they say, the sick not the salon, and you see how they sick, they kill people in a salon, you see how the marks they go up, you just talk rumble, man, understand people, we border the within a Europe, now they synthesize the one that within a tongue, big full thing there. Seriously, man. Because if you like your mama and papa, like me, my mama, before you come on the right time, they use the marks. If you got a chance, they not also, you need to go no side because they get everything you want. But we on the within a Europe, they tell we border and say, the secret in Asalo, the government just one chap. And money making people they die. When the sick go common as alone. When life go normal as alone. Now in Europe they fight for so. When normal life they go to Europe. When normal life they can as alone. When flights they begin go salon. When business go begin go salon. People they talk number they make noise. Man understand. Look the other guy they talk say government for build hospital for waiting and call. Me man, salon no get money. Salon we poor. We not get money. We not get one diamond in a coffer. We not get one gold in a coffer. We poor, my brother. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay, man, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, man. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side the call from?
Hello?
Yes, you live on air. Your name and who side the call from, please?
Yeah, I'm Belfon from Abidjan.
You get the platform. 3 minutes. So what's your contribution?
Yeah, my contribution towards this, I think, let me start off by what Umaru Fofana said today. Now, one of the last country in West Africa, we get this virus. We get all the time for plan. So it's not about politics. It's about the people who manage. For example, Akemta, if now you manage these quarantine homes, you know most people in the day. You know most water they're going to need. You know almost food they're going to need. If you don't plan all these things, you need to think now people their life them. Imagine if we manage the quarantine, that first quarantine, when they quarantine, before the virus coming to them, manage and well. We'll not get to the stage. And at the same thing, they continue with we never manage we safe. We never manage basic things. These are the problem we're saying, work out for and work on one business or what you didn't charge. Okay, Ministry of Health. So then we research things there. When this virus may like they are in Guinea, we're not to in the contingency, even money, how go do how go plan, how go project then this thing don't come out. Almost no system. When I say I don't clean the people, almost no system. Almost they go get the people at the quarantine home. No food and all. This is not about money. It's about people having passion and able for money, something. Because if you be in charge of this quarantine center, look, see, they watch the I've press briefing. Man say the people in Skangais and they tell them no come on, do and they come out, they can't keep comping. I was just laughing. If you're not managing an office, then you go complain, see the people in the Greece, you don't have them table for work, and they go keep comping. You don't fit for being manager. Because if you're able for daily, if you're able for putting measures in place, if not so German and say the inside them company, you say, you just stay in your balcony, just stay, keep so for it's not about party manage basic things. This is the way the is fall. This is not just one example. And if we never for manage this, no matter how much money they give, you understand? No matter how much money they give, bro, it's a problem. That's the main contribution. This all management.
All right, thank you very much, Belfort. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and the call from, please.
Yes, hello. Good evening, people. Nina Zainab, I call from London.
Yes, Zainab, you get 3 minutes.
Okay, so my contribution, what I made today, I just want, now in connection to this unpaid healthcare workers they within the country. It really is sad for this kind of thing at this point in time. Then people here, then they really do a good job because this coronavirus, for let person there, like able for even get the courage for the left use every day for go facing them. Now a big thing that I think the best thing now, the worst way then go sit down for think about again, for sit down for the think about again are the welfare, waiting for it, waiting the families there and the left now us, waiting them go take for look after them with. So I don't think say finances for coming to play in this at all. Then people are months not for even done they forget their pay. You know. So it really sad way I see them there, this big remote they do a really good job. Let God continue for bless them. So far, now one of the heroes then amongst the heroes they will get na salon at this point. You know. Then they are back about 2 weeks ago where it be get for go give one Dr. Alusaini na lunge money for generator, where the man don't go sit down, the doctor don't go sit down, they wait for the EOC people for give and the money for go fix them generator there. This Vicky Ramona ain't go take care of that issue. They do by in fundraising where they make, where people and they contribute, they take their money then it take 10 million euros for give to this doctor. The time for this EOC the live brief you know they can do every 11 o'clock. Lamugana asked the question, how about this man with this Vicky Ramona this issue? Me self when I asked the question online. The only answer.
No, we lost the call. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and the call from.
Patricia Brandy from Buffalo, New York.
Yes, Patricia, you get 3 minutes, man.
Yeah, I can so feel for Sierra Leone and to pray. This COVID thing made a no joke with Sierra Leone because it's like everything in the politics. Now, social politics, business, and the playing side, which are not good for the nation. And everybody, they say government for can't talk to the people them. Yes, government for come. I go back to what I been saying the last time again. That's why we have parliamentarians then. They're supposed for one of them constituency them. Maybe they go talk to the people and say, this sick area. As I tell you, so na me tell one this what they talk so na at the work in the nursing home every day we get like a 40 residents in a one unit. As I tell you, COVID don't right now as I tell you so. The one side don't close when at 40, the one side at 10 or more on day. And we will they work every week when they go for tests for COVID. When they go take COVID test, a very, very uncomfortable way they go to them in LA. Sierra Leone made them know say COVID a day. They kill people them. They kill yesterday we don't know because of the way the thing don't escalate in the place. States they all go yesterday for we checking at their place then they. And one made the parliamentarians and then they go talk to them people, they made them sensitize and say, yes, COVID has something. And when Sierra Leone people then they cry say, oh, government not make me no force for me they prepare themselves. This our time not until they don't start in a salon. You get for concern about your life first because if you don't get life, I go cry for our time because you don't die. More people they not say that sick they real as they talk to you so to pray. Right now we say they talk to me one day because I'm afraid like me cannot like for talk again. Why can't just listen? Something if I fall asleep because I walk inside that case every day. I start to say for the talk and in New York today. New York, it was now yeah. So it's fine for everybody who then again before they begin play politics or the president or they do so. More just try for more talk to the people there back there. But then talk to people that say this thing is real. They kill people there every day. If the parliamentarians they can do them and honor citizens self or they volunteer themselves for the 30 people they say that sick day a day they kill people there every day. Because not picking that all the old people that in Sierra Leone, made them they listen. And because sometimes we talk to people that they say then they talk say, I don't know, all die not get different name. The Sierra Leoneans they left for the think so. This COVID thing a day. If I get way safe like I don't say I'm in village, go what a pump they run I'm in village every day. Made them supply salon water. Made them go wash their hand and made them not say that sickness a day. Mercy not a yeah. Na beg with the big. A lot of big parliamentarians themselves made them do their job. And made the president and everybody want to the president. If you get time for a week for talk to people, they make it talk to them something that na medication for Sierra Leone. Made them get time. If that go bring make that COVID on a salon, yeah, made them do them. Often any kind means where they go talk for them, made them listen to people. Then yeah, I mean your contribution that.
Thank you very much, Patricia. Thank you. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, it's not Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to ask the question. What are their own plan? What are their own tactics for fight this fight? Let me want to know. What are their plan? You know? You get any idea? What are their plan for fight this fight?
Just waiting and they do so. They don't say for wear mask, for the inter-district is on, the curfew they on, all waiting they do. That's the plan for now. Until maybe tomorrow week we'll see something new. But all the measures, the way they don't put on now the plan and the way then they work with.
But it look like this plan not work. You know what I mean? Because for me, what I think say then for begin they shut Freetown down from sections. They begin shut if not like that, now Aberdeen then shut that Aberdeen day down. They say they shut them down. They provide food for them people and for 14 days. Then gradually they shut the Freetown down. Take them up. Take them what's a low. At least in a done way they then go able to fix the problem. You know when they go from house to house, we quarantine this house, quarantine that house. It look like say then they behind the ball. They fight the thing, but then they behind. The thing is spread before they even get to outside the house day. You know, I feel say they begin for do that. Begin to shut down Freetown by sections. You know, that way say then they come up. They who said they not shut down, they think of the lesson and they solve the problem as then they go up. But it look like say the one in the first this year, we go there for this year until next year, man. You know, we not wish done it for salon. We wish that this year done because Mr. one go, but would they are just wondering, you know. I hope say they fit on that way. They let them shut Freetown down by sections. Because even if you put this mask, you're already there behind. You know, you're not going to fight them from behind. You need to begin shut Freetown down by sections. Then get the data. Then they know say this tier boku. I don't know what they wait for. You know, they need to stop this laziness, man. They need to be proactive and fight this tier, not to laziness. We know they win by being lazy. We got to be active. Now that's the way they know we'll go fight this fight here. You know, that's my own contribution. I don't know.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, sir.
All right.
We will get Zainab on the phone. We not be able to. Yes, you can continue.
Yes. As I be the say. So when we ask this question the other day for the press briefing, where Jamil will just answer, we say, you don't even know that this doctor. So I was so shocked and disappointed, you know. So if it is these people there, they're not able to take care of workers then. Me, I just want to ask a question. When once they done, they minister there all, then they receive their own salary. If the answer to that question then are yes, so why not the health workers then? Waiting the minister there for now, whose work self way then they do for people in other countries then? Whether not for things say, now the health care people there, now they force for be paid before ever they think for pay themselves. Why they for things say they for behave this kind of way? And this virus, it just they spread now the country, it just they spread, they go. Then if then people are back now say then they strike because they need to get them pay, I think say they're entitled to that because I'm not going to put my life at risk. Then I think back how for feed me self and feed me picking them where I left my house. You know, it's just not right. It's just not right. And then for the government for try for put serious measures in place for fight this coronavirus in other countries. I don't think say this kind of way where they treat them people are right at all. So now just finish for now. Yeah, thank you, Triple.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Yes, caller, are live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
My name is Famoro Kuroma. I call from Algeria.
Yes, Famoro, you get 3 minutes. What's your contribution?
Well, my contribution, I want church is safe. Like for that man, we did donate, we did give food for the quarantine homes there, and with the people already at the isolation center, we did not pay. Because our side, the back, like a big blue down there. Because the people that they don't do that side for this present moment, they let me say that they trauma one. So like they not go to cry the sick at the end and they cry for angry back. So the government will look that side there and able fast track that they fast and do something at that food side there. Because you know say you say sick man, let sick man talk say I'm not ready for it and we know they it will be too harsh if that happen. And we come to the nurse the also in terms of the salary business. At least instead of going to pay the ministers, the honorables, and the need for conscious first to the nurses then. Because when you look at the nurse them, we presently and the volunteer in this fight here, most of them, not so pin-coded nurses there. And for now, we don't say saloon, we don't get security job again. No government job, not even a security job. Because even with the pin code, they can even lay you off without no benefits. So at least waiting somebody don't work for let able to give them day. Before this year, they go in certain position we will not go to expect. So with the big papa government for making able look into that, if now the ministers the money themselves, let take that force and satisfy the nurse. The one minister and salary don't do for cover 4 or 5 nurses piece. How much did they pay nurse then? Then pay them say, you know, able get one senior staff nurse and herself we able get 8 million per month. So with the big papa government, let able look into that. I mean contribution that.
Thank you very much from our. Thank you, sir. This is very serious on both ends for the one they already in the quarantine, homes them, and also the healthcare workers them. For such we day on top of things, we need for provide for the people them we don't quarantine. But you know, go take somebody in a house, we can come to a facility. It's so difficult here. Maybe, this is just a perception where I think say then they go it way wrong. Maybe then think say the average salon people go tap any side. Maybe now by who side they go take the people them, now so then they choose who side they want for quarantine you. Maybe, they say, maybe now based on that, now I make then they because not all quarantine facilities can complain no. And not to every side then they pull people them now they all say for gonna facility. Maybe. How about you earning? How about outside and feel say you tap? Now so then they care you go side the one care you go. And now by that day, now so they get the kind of treatment so then they give you. Just maybe. Where they feel say because this one bathroom is not even correct, not even the flush well, you get for take water away, farm and flush so you can adapt to that. Just maybe. We get that ideology say, oh, Usa will go pull himself better not they waiting the one can complain, Usa they can put yeah, even find self Usa will go pull them. This is not just a perception what they feel say. I hope say not to end then they use by the people them. Usa then can go quarantine people across. Because we want to fight against COVID-19. The number one thing that was worse. Wash your hand. No sneeze. If you sneeze, you don't do a nice sleeve, you must wash your hand. Now, mask up. Then, also, we put them people there, we don't positive already. What's another day? You dey give somebody, you pull and come on in comfort of your home, whatever it is. How itan na host na day. You feel comfortable for day. You don't pull and come out today, you carry time, now facility, then you get one packet water for the whole day. Is that correct? And the thing here is, when, I don't know if you follow with the COVID-19 press updates every day. All in TIO, they talk so, they come up there. And one thing where Lamran Aba of AYV can always they push for, another place briefing they say, who that for all responsible? Who that for all responsible? Because nobody wants to be responsible for the entire. But there is an entire team. Nobody. And I believe, say, the update so then they give the president every day is everything is spanking, good, correct, with the big tick. That's why when we're here trying for talk about the issue, people are still they can't talk about when they talk one side no more. They not so down they talk about now. We talk about the issue, not about politics. The day we Salondo ready for go before, I think say if we don't notice, sometimes we go be the first person for notice. Where you follow all them media house them and watch the comments there. Now they go no say Salondo really ready for go before. But for now, as soon as you get something going, people can defend. For the one they way come out and the one they way there now. But what you gain? What really you gain? You know COVID-19, they unbox small business than a salon. Yesterday, the camera go waka. You see the video we upload na Malamatomo Street. Today, we upload another video na Big Market. You know say Big Market, then thing they did in mostly for tourists, they would in Kikam for get souvenirs for salon. Go you listen to waiting the people and say inside it. You know waiting them people and they go through. Somebody they talk even to the extent until they say 180, 209. I let them pay 137 go sell them because what thing they do now for sell for it. Another person say after the COVID-19, but put together they go for go sell. Get for go na court because people then go come. People then go come for the money and money no they because now for selling it then they pay. So the small business, the way they suffer, I think now even then they forbidden do yesterday or today but we will count someone day next week. We will count down the next week. Make you hear from the people. Go na share network production. Go watch Big Market and also Malamatomo Street. And tomorrow we visit Lumley Market. Make you hear you waiting the pepper seller, the plaza seller, waiting the fish seller, waiting and they say right now, recent times. So when we can there, we discuss from an informed source. We not just they come and talk like we don't know waiting they go on us alone. That's why we have people there where we hear something, where they say go fair not. Make the camera go waka. So we get an idea waiting the people and they go through. You don't ever think about yourself before ever we begin make any kind comment we not even necessary. Think about the situation in Sierra Leone and think about you being in quarantine place like them people and they. Even if you cool, you go less some, you go lose your coolness. Because it deal with you psychologically. But when they will get the money, then they how for release the money, look and they don't come ayanda. Then at the end of the day, we report go come out just now. We can't find not back say then say even though then they make sure make titan. Other side, then they will leakage, then come back. We hope so, no go for not that too. With all this. But if you want to quarantine somebody, make sure you're able to take care of her. And people are working always try to defend the system. We know they are against a certain person. But outside the system broke, we go talk her. We go talk them. And now, with all efforts, because trust me, when this don't go viral, so, by tomorrow, Monday, go, we don't go fix all things, we don't do everything. We not be even supposed for reach I reach to. See now, they even say, that day when them be say 0, where some man they feel say, oh, when them be say 0, not to say, now be because of the president in back deal. They say now because of the one themselves they do the testing. The one they do the testing, now then say, then go sit down small, make them no say, not correct, so then self want the money. Because they overwork them. And then they know they pay them. Make some people the one that say, even the Minister of Finance, where they write the check, is he not being paid? For say right now, they forget himself back. Today Friday. We go there back tomorrow. For make we can lay everything during the week. But again, if you're not subscribed to Sarah Network Production, go na YouTube, search for Sarah Network Production, and also SN Radio. Are 2 channels then. Go search there and follow me. Because a lot of things and they will upload and I will not come na Facebook. Because Facebook now want to know more issue upload it done. But where you go by and if you search for yourself, it will come up. But we feel say with all the money them, where they don't collect. It's towards the fight. With all that 7.5 million, we didn't say it's a project where Ministry of Health and Sanitation they do, but also not towards the fight. Make the workers them happy. Because then they we can't pay them for waiting and they do, but that one way we don't agree for pay. Not too long ago, not when they go sign paper with okay, then go say the one and then a doctors then. Let me forget the nurses then. You don't see. Salon. Go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again. Triple say, tata.